Oh, well, it's early morning, guys, and we have a lot to do today. So don't forget to get a like, comment, and subscribe because today we're working on Project Sun. So cheers! Now let's get to work. Haha. Where do I begin? What's going on, guys? Building Chaos here with another Satisfactory video. Hooray! And we're back over here with our wonderful Let's Play, but we don't need to be in this area just yet. We need to go somewhere else. Yes, we need to go back over here with our nice Project Sun, where we harness the power of all power. So, as some of you remember from a previous episode, who knows how long ago that was, we are going to go on Project Sun. We try to harness all the nuclear fuel rods we can possibly make. 94.5, the mix, to be exact. And to do that, we need 4 specific items that we need to make. Alternate fuel rods, control rods, crystal oscillators, and beacons. So it's going to be like a 4 main step process. So we're going to work on each step individually, but I want to start on step 1 today, which is the alternate infused uranium cells, which is an alternate recipe, but basically it's uranium cells. And to do that, I need 90 manufacturers, 36 refineries, and another 22 refineries all set up next to each other, ready to go. I think we can handle it, but let's have some fun with this. So I got this nice little area over here looking fantastic, ready to go. I just have to put up a wall over here because unfortunately, with all these wonderful manufacturers and belts and all this kind of stuff, the FPS on this is staggeringly low, and it's not very good, We don't need a slideshow to be built in, unfortunately. And I'm going to think of how to plan out these 90 manufacturers. It shouldn't be too hard. All I got to do is repeat the pattern that I got over here. I love how this turned out and everything. And what I want to do is see this little entranceway right here going all the way down the center. I want that to be like my main bus line where all the items come in and then get separated and go back in there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is done. Didn't take any time at all, and is looking quite nice, if I do say so myself. I got everything separated pretty good, all of this into groups of 6, so we got 15 groups total. Basically, a splitter comes in, splits it into 3, and those 3 get split into every 2 manufacturers. No problem. And the way that I have it set up, I think it works out pretty well and pretty nice. I got everything coming in on the side over here, 2 lanes deep, all of this going down the nice little conveyor belts and whatnot, and I made sure that there was plenty of space for everything coming down. There was only one little item that had to be different, and that's the one that's on top here, because that is going to be the quick wire that I'm going to need for this project. Unfortunately, the amount of quick wire I need is over 3,000, so, I can't really fit that on like 1 or 2 belts. But otherwise, this section's done, and I just need to start working on the next part about it, which is going to be over here with refineries. Now, the refineries that are going to be built over here are going to be the uranium pellets, okay? And I need to figure out a way to get like enough room over here where they look good, but not too much room, because I want to keep this as compact as I can, because I don't know how much room everything else is going to take up. Now, honestly, I could build the whole thing all at once, but, where's the fun in that? So, with the infused uranium cells, let's copy this and mark that off. As you can see, again, I need pellets, I need sulfur, silica, and quickwire. And the silica and the quickwire is going to be down at the end where it's going to be separated specially. But now we need to work on the uranium pellets, which need uranium and sulfuric acid, but they also produce sulfuric acid, which is going to have to be a way I can plug that back in the system. I got to figure out something for that. But with that being said, let me get this refinery and start building some more. I need 36 total, so I'm probably going to do 2 floors of it, 18 and 18, and probably 9 and 9 facing each other. But, give me some time, let me see what I can do with that, and I'll be right back. Ha ha ha! It is alive and it's looking glorious. Oh my god, what do you guys think? I went with the 9x9 facing each other, got them all connected together and merged up, looking good. And as you can see from the uranium pellets and sulfuric acid that it's producing, I had to figure out how to do with two different things. But the sulfuric acid, no problem. I just looped it around back into the system up here, and I think it's looking pretty swell. It works out just great. And I got enough room on either side of it so I can actually have the stuff going into the system, no problem. So I'm pretty confident in this one. It's looking pretty good. Everything already here is hooked up, ready to go, with enough room going forward. So we don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. And the center main bus line that's over here is also free of any debris. So I don't have to worry about that at all, even though it's a little bit bigger than this one over here. I also have to worry about setting like the stuff over here, because as you can see, there's 15 openings, and I gotta hook them up to 4 different ones over there. Oh, but this project is going great so far, so don't forget to give it a solid thumbs up. Yay! For a job well done. But anyway, with that being done, I have to turn to the next part of the project that we have to build, which is going to be, wait for it, drum roll please, sulfuric acid! So let's knock off that one with a nice orange bar saying we're done, and worry about the sulfuric acid, which is sulfur and water. Yes, I'm going to need more water for this project, which is going to be a pain in the butt, but I think we can handle it nonetheless. So with that being said and all that tackled around, let me figure out how we're going to do the next set of refineries for this one. Because unlike the other ones, we don't need as many. So I don't need 36 refineries. I only need 22 to make this work. So grabbing it over here, I'm thinking about, I want to do the 2 layers like I did on that one. But if I only need 2 layers, that means that I only need 11. But the nice thing about this is I don't need anything to be like run back into the system like that side, so I only need to worry about the ones that I got going on over here. So I want to leave myself some extra room because I don't know how I'm going to have to separate this after it's done. But if I put these all next to each other, let me see if I can get 11 of them in this one area. And then I'll worry about the ones that we got up there. So that's 5. All right, we're going to keep going with this. This project has actually been a lot of fun. It's making a lot of like little projects into a bigger project. So that's always kind of cool. And, you know, flying around and doing all this stuff using like area actions mod and all that kind of stuff tends to help a lot. Damn it! I was so close, and then I messed up on the last one. I got nervous, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But, ooh, actually, you know what? That gives me extra space right there. No problem. So we're going to have to pick the recipe for this with sulfuric acid. And this produces, what is it, 100? 100 sulfuric acid. So I can only link up 3 at a time. Which I got 11, which doesn't really divide into 3. Wait, you know what? What if I add 1 more at the end? Sure, it'll be extra, but, you know, it won't produce as much, but, you know, not bad. And then I can do 12 and 12. Oh, and then it'll make 24, and it'll be a nice even number. Yay. All right, let me bring 1 more out here and build it on this. Sorry, I'm just building things on the fly now. I'll probably pull the same amount of sulfur that I was going to pull before, but, you know, just kind of like have these things not producing at 100% efficiency. Shouldn't be too big of a problem, right? Just kidding. Everything went swimmingly. Did a nice little thing where I made all the pipes going up like that because it just works out so well. Hooking up the water is going to be fun and a pain in the butt if I didn't leave myself too much space. But as you can see here, I got 2 pipes and then hooked up on this side and the other one hooked up on that side, and then grabbed the other 2 pipes, and each one of these pipes is hooked into 3 total. I got the other 2 hooked up on the other 2 side for each floor. So 4 and 4 on each floor and all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, everything is set perfectly, so it's 50 and 50 on those. So I had to make sure that the one for the water on the other end was fine. And, you know, all that good stuff. But as you can see, all this stuff is hooked up pretty well over here. I wanted to leave myself some space so I can get the stuff on the other side, especially the quick wire. I did not want to ruin the space for the quick wire because that's going to be a pain in the butt. Definitely going to have to put a wall up on the edge over here as well, and might have to fix some of that stuff leaking off the edge so that it fits a little bit more properly. But other than that, I think it's looking great over here. What do you think? Tell me in the comments section. Anyway, so let's mark that off on our lovely thing, and that takes care of step number 1 is complete. Yeah! So the final project is complete, as well as step number 1 is complete, except for like a little bit more like, taking care of the hooking things up and not. And I still haven't gotten the silica or the quick wire or the sulfur, any of the other stuff hooked up to it, or the water for that matter. But I have everything planned out, ready to go. I just want to do these giant projects, get those together before I start before I start worrying about the smaller things. So as you can see here, I need quite a lot of things just to make this stuff running. But other than that, I think it'll be okay. Basically making the trains to go to all this different stuff around the world is going to be the biggest hurdle. But for the most part, yeah, it should be a fun adventure. And I'm trying to keep this one a little bit short compared to other ones just because I want to see how it goes. I want to see if you guys like the shorter videos compared to the longer videos, especially when we do the Let's Plays and all the fun stuff like that. So, with step number 1 done, we just need a couple little more things just to basically finish it off and take care of this so that this part is done. I also need to figure out a couple more things for the recipes that are going to be going further. So, with the quick wire and all that kind of stuff and the silica, I wanted to check in on some stuff before I go, figuring out how I was going to make it, because maybe, keeping the stuff over here. But then when I looked into it, I was kind of disappointed. So as you can see from this one over here, let me expand out on some of the stuff that I have. I do have all the alternate recipes, and one of my favorite alternate recipes, right here. Alternate quick wire. Look how much of that quick wire it produces. I need copper and caterium working together. So that's going to be a big pain in the butt, and I kind of don't want to bring copper and caterium considering that I need quick wire for some of the other machines, and that way I can set it up perfectly for the other machines and I don't have to kind of get it in my way at the moment because there's going to be a lot of stuff just jam-packed in here. Oh, and one of the other cool things that I have going on over here is this pure caterium ingots, which takes water and caterium and basically just halves all the ore into ingots and everything. It's about the most ingots you can produce. And then I got a couple other things. As you can see, here's the normal recipe for quick wire. It's not as good. And then here's the normal thing for silica as well. I might have to use the cheap silica as well, but I'm going to look into it. I definitely got the space, so I'm not too worried, but I just wanted to plan everything out as I'm going forward so I don't lose sight of where my end goal is going to be. This is going to be a big project overall, and I just want to make sure that there's plenty of space and plenty of things to go. Not to mention, I want to be able to use this stuff later on. Now, as you can see over here, I just finished up one of the last things on this project, which was getting all this stuff hooked up and divided, but also putting some stuff in the way of my center base main bus line. But this is all the wonderful little things separating into 4. So each one is, all 5 are merged together, and then each 5 are separated into 4, and then each later are merged into 1, so they're basically all even and nice in that. And then they go straight into the main production line. So easy peasy, I just wanted to show that off real quick. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but kind of looks a little cool. It also looks like it's a waste of space at the same time as well. So everything's ready to go, and I'm ready to work on the next project, which is going to be step number 2, I think. I don't know. But I want to plan out all this stuff down here so I don't get too ahead of myself and, end up making a huge mistake. Oh, perfect. Well, with that being said, everything is set and ready to go for the next part of the project. Yeah, we did it, guys. It actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. Oh my god. I almost forgot one thing. We have to update the days since the last incident. We have not had any incidents yet, so we need to update that. But anyway, I thought this project would take longer, and it actually seems to be going nice and smoothly. I guess I'm just getting really used to building these machineries or something like that. Otherwise, maybe they're just really easy numbers at the moment. I know once we get to some of the other stuff, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So let me erase this up, and we're going to have to bring it to the new number. Can you guess what the new number is? Quick, say it in the comment section before I say it. Will they get it in time? And here we go. All right, so it's been a week without incident. And that's pretty good. I like to think that we've done quite a good job on this. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber, because we have fun all the time. And you subscribing really helps me have some lot of fun and helps me get some more of these videos out there. Also, if you'd like to see a certain kind of video, let me know it in the comments section below. I always love reading your guys' comments, whether they're negative or positive. It's always fun. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.